Hello, please can you confirm you can hear me? Please can you hear me? Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for the session. Like I said, my name is Anurapo Alexander Shuromekun, Chief Alex, or Sherex, popularly called by my friends and family. And I'm the director of this community, the Sherexian community, whereby we have this monthly webinar that we do, British series. We started since November last year. So just giving us a background to this series. We had our first edition November last year. So we had December, and this is May. This is actually the April edition, but we fixed it for today in a public holiday. So later this month, we're also going to have our April May edition towards the end of this month. All right, our speaker is right here with us. My title being Beyond Handshakes, Making and Keeping Relationship. I know it's going to be a great session. I've been looking forward to it since I got the title the for the webinar. All right, so I'm going to share my screen now. I'm reading the citation of our speaker. So let's just get ready for an exciting 45 minutes with our speaker who has been prepared for this session since day one that I informed him about it. All right, I'm going to share my screen now. So please let me know if we can see my screen or the picture I'm showing. I believe we can, I don't know, I believe we can see the screen. Yes, can we see the screen? We have in the screen the biography of our speaker for today.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, so our guest today on the show is Sonia Joshua. By the way, he also happens to be a team member for the community, and it's a privilege having one of our own, as our guest. So Sonia Joshua Oluwasegun is a student at the University of Ilorin, a final student actually, and he is known for his leadership and active participation in student affairs. As a former president of the Igbo National Student Union, Union chapter, and the public relations officer of the Union Independent Student Electoral Commission, he has demonstrated his commitment to student representation and peer governance. Sonya's dedication to making a positive impact extends beyond his leadership role. He was the second runner-up at the Techno Face of Campus Ambassador, that's FOCA 2023, where he emphasized the importance of effective communication and connecting with a large audience. Joshua believes in the power of relationship. Uh, we are not surprised and recognizing that knowledge rate can be stronger than the least rate and then the level of intimacy with others. I'll take that again. Joshua believes in the power of relationship, recognizing that knowledge rate can be stronger than the level of intimacy with others. We need to read that again to actually get that. He understands that power is not absolute, but properly enhanced relationships, right? Give absolute power. The power is not absolute, but properly enhanced relationship with absolute power. Aside of his academic pursuits, he enjoys writing, playing games, and indulging in his love for food, finding fulfillment in his hobbies and interests. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me to Creative Sales, the April edition, actually. Our guest for today, Sonia Joshua. Over to you, sir. Are you there? Sanya Joshua, please you can have the floor.
Um,
All right, you're welcome, sir.
good afternoon, sir, and thank you for the beautiful taking of the citation. Good afternoon,
Yes,
everybody.
we're glad having you, sir. You're welcome.
I'm also glad to be here. I appreciate I appreciate you having me over here as a facilitator for today.
Yes, sir.
Quickly, let's delve into harnessing relationships, the power of relationships. But first, I will have us to understand what relationships are, or better still, to separate the myth from the facts on relationships. Sorry, if everybody can hear me, can you let me know, please, if you can hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
All right, sir. Most people, when they hear the word relationships, they just automatically believe it's a type of relationship, which is the romantic type of relationships. No, relationships are beyond that. We have the platonic relationship, we have the romantic relationship, we have relationship among among family members also. So we have different types of relationships, and everybody, whether you like it or not, is is bound by a type of relationship or the other. You can't. There's this saying that no one is on his own an island. You can't you can't avoid it. You can't choose to be on your own without relating with others. Even the self-acclaimed, self-made people, they, how will I put it, they climbed on the shoulders of one or two other people to get to where they are at the moment. So back to what I said I was going to point out first is the types of relationships. The romantic relationship, the relationship amongst family members, and lastly the platonic relationship, where I'll be talking about broadly later. The relationship amongst family members is, as we all know, is most times bound is a relationship amongst people bound by. There's this saying that is own family. The way I'm still going to say it, I'll be forcing it that we our family sometimes they choose us, because we don't get to choose our family, especially when it comes to those that we are related by blood. We relationships should be different. We have our acquaintances, we have family members, we have co-workers, we have colleagues, we have friends, we have family members again. We, as long as we don't share blood or we are not related by marriage, our friend is still our friend.
Um, okay, hello, sir. I think we are missing you. I don't know. I think it's probably network more. I think we're missing some things. Yes. Hello, sir. Please, can you hear us? Okay. Let's just give him a moment. I think his network has done him off. Just trying to signal to him. Oh, he has left. So it's probably trying to reconnect. So please let us stay in and be patient. Thank you. Okay, yeah, welcome back, sir. I think your network was on and off. All right, you can continue.
Uh,
We can hear you.
Sorry about that. Please, where was I before the net
Okay, you were talking about the fact that we don't get to choose our
also
family in
went
the
off?
relationship. Yes, yes,
Uh, like I was saying, okay, is our family members when we become aligned by marriage, and to develop to align with someone in the place of marriage, we need to have a romantic relationship with such persons first, which is the second type of relationship I mentioned. Now, a romantic relationship, I won't be going deep into what it entails and how um how the build up is. But a romantic relationship is a romantic relationship also contributes to the family because it's a relationship between two people or two or more people of either the same or different gender. We have to face it. We are in that world now. So two or more people of either the same or different gender together with the notion of sharing affection, sharing intimate bonds, sharing of being intimate with one another or each other as the case may be. The third type of relationship, which seems to be the good take, is the platonic relationship. Platonic relationship can be a relationship between myself and my coworker. It could be a relationship between myself and another person on a team that we are together on. It could be a relationship between myself and my neighbor. A platonic relationship would simply be a relationship between myself and a classmate. It is important to understand the type of relationship that we are in with somebody first before giving such relationships a tag. You can't call your classmate your neighbor if you don't stay in the same area with such persons. Now, there's a particular human, there's something that is peculiar to humans. Is a behavioral pattern with humans, and humans tend to showcase different behaviors in different locations, in different environments. Who I am in class is different from who I am at work. Who I am at work is different from who I am at home. Now, that's not implying that we are bad people or something. By saying who I am who I am, my personality. At home, I could be a very a, 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 a very easygoing person, jovial, laugh at the slightest provocation. Meanwhile, in school, I might be the strict bookworm. One will never live life. I'm not living neither am I living a double life. Parents who such like that wants to build a relationship with an assume that a relationship with the person or is giving the tag of neighbor to the person without actually, being sure, without taking cognizance of the fact of how the person behaves to his neighbors or our neighbors at home. We eventually run into a problem, like we get into issue with a problem with such person. Same for church relationships and other place of worship relationships and other types of other environments where we build relationships. We have to be careful of the type of tags we give to relationships, so that we avoid having issues with people along the line. That being said, uh, it is important to creating first impressions is a very, very important factor in building relationships. If I am someone that is easily put off by loud people, it will take a lot of work from you to impress, to prove to me that you are worthy of being my friend. If I don't know if you are getting my point, first well, and if you are looking to build a lasting relationship with people, we need to work on our first impressions with them. Now, sorry, I'm already talking on tips to building a lasting relationship with people. Sorry, I didn't point that out. The first one is building a very good first impression with such people. Now, me telling you to build a good first impression with people is not like I'm not trying to convince us to play the people's game, even if that is what I'm saying. To con people into believing we are who we are not, just to get them on our side. No, that is not what I'm saying. As if we are in a society, we should try as much as possible to be true, to exude our true self, to stand by our values, and to be a reflection of whatever we preach. It goes a long way in sending a message of the type of friend or the type of relationship, the type of human we are in a crowd, in a congregation, to whoever our potential partner will be. I don't know if that point is taken. Now, another key factor in building relationships after creating your first impression, and your potential partner walks up to you and through and all, what you and the relationship begins to blossom. How to keep the relationship for a long time is building trust. Trust is never bought. You can only earn trust. You earn people's trust. You can only gain people's trust. If you are found to be someone that is not trustworthy, it will take time and a lot of effort to keep true people around you. You have to learn to build people's trust. How do you build people's trust? It's quite simple. You do unto others what you need to be done to you. If you don't want to be cheated, you try as much as possible to avoid cheating others. If people see, if people can see themselves in you, they tend to trust you. When people believe that they can, sorry, network went off. When when people believe that they can be with you without fear of being controlled by a little. Now, trust can be broken by anything. You should try as much as possible not to break. Also, be open. It's not everything we divulge to our partners and all like that. But then, if you are looking to truly build a relationship, there are things there are some cards that should be placed on the table right from your first or second conversations. Try as much as possible not to keep things that should not be kept. Nobody can hide behind a single finger. In fact, you can't hide behind your hand. We are larger than our hands. Another key um factor to building a lasting relationship is be a very good listener and be a very good talker also. in a good there's no communication. There's no relationship without communication. If you don't tell your partner what you don't like or what you like, your partner might not notice that you've been offended. Like, if you have been pointed out, if something has been pointed out you, to you by
All right. So the network of our guests is not so strong. But please, let's just try to be attentive. Everyone getting the points. And can also put it on the chat line. Like I said, the recording is going to be made available, so we can always go back to it. So please, while we can sort out this network, please always be with us. Thank you.
sorry, the network is
Alyssa, please, can you hear us? Okay, please, let's just be patient. Speaker will join us back. We're still open to resolve these network issues. Thank you. And also, as a way of engaging, please, we're going to be releasing something on our Instagram pages. So we also really like us to take note of the points, keywords that we said or that you learned, that you can also engage with us on our social media. Um, Speaking of Instagram now, so please, if you can just be turning down, the things we are learning, the points we are picking from, what the speaker has said so far that you've learned and you learned to the end, so that you can, just drop it under the comment section when we release the post. Thank you.
Sorry about the network glitch.
Yes, sir. You're welcome back.
Thank you very much, sir. So as I was saying, I was trying to give an example on how resentment builds. You as a visitor, you are in my house, you go to my fridge just because I said, like our popular meme, feel like make yourself at home. Then you go to my fridge and pick my last bottle of water. Obvious, it is expected of me to make you comfortable to my own expense. You take my last bottle of water. Probably I had plans for the bottle of water in the middle of the night, not even when everybody is awake. So when I get to the fridge at night, I find out that my bottle of water is missing, and the only other person at home with me is my visitor, my friend. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. Now you come back again, you repeat the same thing. Eventually, I'll begin to avoid you. Eventually, in anticipation of your visit, I will either get a spare bottle of water, or I don't have any bottle of water in my fridge at all, just because I know you would pick getting the picture. Now, and you as a partner, you learn to listen and take corrections, which brings me to another point. As much as possible, be observant, read the room in every type or in every relationships. There are many things that will not be said, but you have to pick them up by yourself, in your you pick these signals from your partner in any relationship. Learn to read the room. There are times that your partner will be sad and want to be left alone. Try as much as possible not to be that one, the person to badger him or her. There are times that your partner will just be in the mood, will be very excited. Don't be the uh one to spoil the fun, to spoil the mood at that time, at that point in time, at that moment. So learn to read the room in every relationships. Don't be the spoil sport. When everybody is serious, don't come and be the one to disturb the serious vibe. When everybody is vibing, don't come and don't be the one to try and make everybody sad. Like, learn to read the room. Whatever you do, what the beautiful thing about relationships is, everything in a relationship is always reciprocated. Whatever you do, you'll be done back, will be done to you in return. A relationship is like a mirror. Anything you give, you get in return. So if you are the spoil sport always, obviously when it's time for you to, when you're in your happy mood, when you are jovial, when you are gay, ob- your friend will also come and spoil your spot, even without meaning to, because they will expect that you are in your regular mood, the dull mood, when you are down. Now, moving on to another important point in keeping a relationship: always be ready to help. As much as you can help, be willing to help without thinking of what you will get in return. Most people these days they believe relationship is a transaction. Relationships are, or what we do in relationships are not transaction. Yes, they are seeds. Whatever we do in any relationship is a seed that will eventually germinate to become a tree, which is the whole point of the topic: leveraging on relationships. If you have helped me before as a friend, I will, I will, I as a human, I am inclined to remember that you did this as a friend. But if you have done something for me before as a favor that will be called on, I as a human will be inclined to always remember whatever you have done, or that particular thing you have done as a favor that will be called on. When I am in a position to help to do something for you selflessly, it will be difficult for me to do it because I know one day I'll be forced to do something for you that might not be convenient for me because you'll be calling in a favor. I don't know if you are getting it. I'll hold back. Same thing with same thing if yeah. So if you are doing something, a relationship is never a transaction. You don't do things because you want to get something in return. The moment you begin to do things to your for your partner in expectation of another thing, you are at risk of losing that relationship because the in let me use the let me coin a term from the street. The partner will begin to guide for you. The partner will begin to guide for you, like, okay, this guy is after his own gain. Is after look at it from the business and from whatever offer you are bringing. Look at it and hope and automatically believes you are just out there to profit from him or her. You are there to reap him, to gain. If there's nothing for you to gain, then you are not good. There won't be any offer from you in the first place. So try as much as possible to whatever you do for your partner in any relationships, in any relationship rather, to expect nothing in return, even though you know deep down that you are sowing a seed and you still get something in return. It's as simple as the sow a seed analogy. When farmers plant, they are not expecting. When farmers plant their seeds, they are not expecting a quick gain. They are not expecting to come back to their farmland the next day and uproot whatever they have planted, they have put into the ground. A good relationship is not like savings. A good relationship is an investment. When you begin to save in your relationship, quote and unquote, I'm also trying to borrow terms from the banking world. When you begin to save in your relationship, hoping that you can come back and cash on it and at any time you will. Anytime you will, but you'll be getting the exact value for which you have saved. Meanwhile, if you invest in your relationship, when you be reaping when you be getting the dividends of the returns of your investment, it will be far greater than what you have invested. According to the bio there, that to my bio up there, as a student, most of what I achieved as a student were leveraged on my relationships. I got them because I was friends with people. Many of this though of what I have achieved, what I have got in school. In fact, what many of what I've gotten in life were not gotten because I was street smart, quote and unquote. Were not gotten because I was street smart or because I was intelligent or because I have any special edge over other people. Rather, they were given. I got most of them because I was a friend to one person that knows another person that knows another person. So whatever you for your friends, for your partners, the impression you create on your partners will always be there. When it's time to return. up in your relationship, when you do things with with the in mind that you want to get weekly, it's there's sorry, the network went off again. So as I was saying, learning to hold too tight to things. And sorry, are we still together?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
So can we know? Okay. But whatever it is that the relationship demands of us, as a or no, whatever it is that our relationship demands of us, that except where in cases where we our legal things. As a friend, to give things to your partner, your time, your resources, money, and other things. You might think erroneously that money is all that keeps a relationship. No, money is not all that keeps a relationship. Most times, what you offer in a relationship is your time. Every relationship is sacrificial. You give something in return for another thing. You have to contribute. You give. So if your partner is giving time, you should be able to give your manpower. You should be able to give your energy. You have to give something to keep the relationship. So in every relationship, if you want your relationship to last with your partner, you learn to give something. Let go of whatever it is that you are holding on to. And lastly, above all, whenever it seems not to be working anymore, after trying your possible best to keep the relationship going, learn to let go of your partner also. If you feel like the relationship is becoming toxic for you, for your mental health, for your physical health, if you feel like things are going wrong and you are losing control, learn to let go. Don't hold on too tight. um there are adverse effects of relationships. I think I need to touch that briefly also. I'm sorry, I should have rounded up already. There are some relationships that are toxic. Your partner
Okay, really quite difficult hearing you, sir. And I know we're missing out on a number of things. We just be patient. Guess is already running up. Network is really blessed. But I believe we've learned a lot, right? I mean, I can just recap some things you joined us back. Hopefully, with a better, stronger network. He has said so many things about relationship already, and yeah, you know, the title itself is beyond handshake. Making and keeping relationship. He has said that creating first impression is a factor in building a relationship. So that means the first impression matters. So that means from the start, someone can tell if they would want to keep you as a friend or not, right? And someone can tell, if they want you to be a friend or not. So, building a first impression matters, right? If you want to you want to make and keep a lasting relationship, then first impression matters. So the way you introduce yourself, the first thing they get to know about you, it matters, and that's something you want to, put into consideration. Okay, guys,
I'm
back.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I was
let's
sorry. I was rounding up when I discovered that net.
Yeah, so please just go ahead. I was already giving a recap of your session. Please, you can just go
Has
ahead
gone
and
again.
we begin to round up. All right, over to you.
So my last point is my last sir.
Yeah, please
My
go
last
ahead, sir.
point. Okay. My last point to close everything is if the relationship is more demanding than it is giving, it is probably time to let go for your own sanity, for your own well-being generally. Um I'm sorry once again, I'm very sorry for the network breaks here and there. I was called for as much as prepared as I was. I had to attend to something in like an emergency situation that warranted me leaving the where I prepared um for today's creative series. I where I am right now, the network is very, very, very bad. So once again, I apologize. So thank you, Mr. Ayomide Shoremekun, for this opportunity.
Yes, thank you so much. It's good having you, and thank you for the session we just added to. It was a great one. A time of learning and sharing. So I'll just go through again. Like I said, it's been a great one, which is I said for the network parts, I was on and off. We understand that, okay, I'm able to understand now that an emergency came up, so you have to change your location. So, you gave us tips about building a lasting. I was saying that the first one you gave us, the fact that first impression matters. So if you want to build and keep a lasting relationship, the first introduction of yourself matters a lot. So I will introduce yourself. You will probably introduce yourself as a lousy person. And most likely the people from day one might decide that this person is not the kind of person, I want to keep friends with and all of that. Then even for your partner too, what should start as friendship and probably develop into a relationship, if the first impression is wrong, even if you're a good person, right? Your first impression probably can cut some people off right from start. I know people that have seen their first impression, and I really tell myself that this kind of person, I can't be a friend to this kind of person simply because of the first impression. Might not necessarily mean that the person is a bad person. So you want to, check that. You want to build trust. So if you are going to keep a relationship and your partner or the person you are, in a relationship with, whichever kind of relationship it is now, must be able to trust you, must know that, okay, this person is someone I can trust. And like you said, trust has to be earned. So trust is not natural. It's not like I should trust me. To trust me, it's not words. I mean, there must have been things that has been on that, okay, as a result of this, you can say that this person is a person of integrity and can be trusted. And, he said something profound. He said, nobody can earn can hide behind a single finger. So you can just try it. You see, it's not possible. So he said, be a very good listener and talker. There is no relationship without communication. Of course, every relationship, perhaps, especially for a love kind of relationship, it thrives on communication. Communication is like a straw. So you want to be a very good listener and talker. You know, I have friends that really the only reason why they actually like me, right, is because or one of the main reasons why they got so attracted to me and don't want to keep me as a friend is simply because I listen. So I'm a very good listener. Actually, I can listen to you and talk. I'm a very good listener, and I've actually, in a short work, I have discovered that that's actually a key that works, being a good listener. Then, of course, when you need to encourage or give your perspective, you can also do that very well. As much as possible, be observant, learn to read the room. So it's not every time you talk, right? And even it's not every time you listen. There's some people that will say that people tell you so anything me and everything. So it's not every time you talk, it's not every time you listen. So try to read the room. There might be times whereby the situation on ground where so that you're quiet or you don't do anything, just be there. Just your presence alone that's needed, not what you say or what you offer. So learn to read the room. Uh, because about time, I just want to say everything in the relationship is always reciprocal. Yeah, like you say respect or honor is reciprocal. So what you want is what you give, right? Relationship is like a mirror, so it's what you give that you receive. So you want to take note of that if you want to build and keep a lasting relationship. Always be ready to help. So relationship, you don't get to the relationship with the mindset to take, right? If you go with that, then in a short while, that relationship is going to crumble because you are just taking, you're not giving. But always enter every relationship or every intended relationship with the mindset that, you're giving to this person. So you're communicating, you're offering value, is value for value. So always be ready to help. Relationship is like a seed. You can leverage your anything like that, but you don't enter expecting something in return. That's not your first thing. And that's what he was saying about the farmer. When the farmer sows a seed, he's not expecting it by the next day, it's time for harvest. Even though he knows it's going to harvest, he's not expecting it the next day. So don't enter a relationship like these people that play bets now. You drop 100 naira, to get 1 million naira by the next day and everything. And that's why people get scammed actually. So don't, of course, even though you know something's going to come in, but you know that it's like a seed. You have to keep investing. And it says something, relationship is not savings. That was very profound actually. It's an investment. And then lastly, of course, the now said, of course, not every relationship. I think there's there's a pastor that does a daily podcast that we're probably all familiar with. Some relationship is when relationship get toxic, then can just be time to let go. There's some persons that their journey in your life is just for a certain period, and they just need to take you to the door. And there's some other relationship that from the door that meant to take you inside to the next door, and also don't it's not every relationship that started that should actually end. There's some relationships that are good for 2022, 2023, and there's some relationships that are good for 2024 alone. Beyond 2024 is something else, right? And there's some relationships that okay, it can even last like 5 years, 10 years, and all. So you want to let go of some certain relationship, especially when since the essence of the relationship is no longer there, right? It's becoming toxic, it's even more devaluing than adding value. So you might want to let go of this. So beyond the love relationship, I believe this applies to every kind of relationship. And so it's beyond handshake, like I said, like the title says, beyond handshake. So when we are the next time we're in an event, the next time you're in an event and you're, greeting the person beside you and or, trying to put all these tips that will plant in mind because the person sitting next to you might just be your spouse, might just be the next client that will make you your next million or whatever. Might be the client or might be the person that will introduce you to someone of note in your life. So next time you're taking someone or you have been introduced to someone for the first time. So beyond the handshake, learn and have this tips at the back of your mind so that you can keep and leverage in this relationship. All right, it's been a very good one. We actually scheduled this on behalf of my team. I'm not sure for you guys in this would have come in, towards the end of the 2030 years, but we have to reschedule saying that today is the first of the day and look for a time that works. So, and like I was saying, this month we're taking to have the May edition. This is actually the 8th edition, and we're taking to have the May edition of Creative Series for this month. So, May ending, the last Sunday of the month, we're going to be having the May edition, and our speaker is on ground already. We have a senior speaker, he's well notified and he's looking forward to it. We're going to be looking at the VA award, the library, virtual assistance, and everything in that space. And I invited guests to the integral in that aspect. All right. I don't know if there are questions. So now would be the time to just take one of the questions, only one question at any first things. So, speaker is still on the call. If you have any question, anybody you can just raise your hand. Well, we'll take maybe one question or two as we wrap up. Anybody with any question? Thank you for joining Ife, Divya, Temiola, Gadebo, Basayo. Thank you for joining. Anybody with any question? Anyone, any question? Any question? Okay. So, I guess there's no question for now. All right, thank you so much for joining. Before we close, I would just want our speaker to leave us. So I believe we can still hear me. I just want you to leave us with a maybe passing word or last words. I mean, if you were to maybe give an advice, could be on the topic or something. Just give us with a passing word, something like a take home. You have so many take homes already, but like like an extra takeaway, and that's the how speakers will network has taken me away. All right, Gadibo, are you there, sir? Gadibo, are you there? Can you talk? Okay, I'm not sure you can. Ife, are you there? Ifeoluwa, are you there, please? All right, so I'm not sure they can speak at the moment. All right, thank you all for joining the session. Let's go on the lookout for the next edition this month. We- let's do also mention this series to someone they can you can do a great benefits to them. Thank you for joining and let's enjoy the rest of all your day and happy workers day to every one of us. Thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you, sir.